What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Cutlass Board Games channel. We're once again building some Cutlass stuff. Basically, at the end of the last video, I challenged Tim, a regular player, to build what he thinks is the best deck. I'm going to build what I think is the best deck, and we're going to battle it out. Now, I figured I would do a video where I build my deck. I talk about what things I think are really strong right now and put some stuff together, kind of for two reasons. The first reason is that I do all of the patch notes, like really publicly. I do a video, I talk about my reasons for changing stuff. In doing this deck building thing where I'm going to build what I think is the best deck, that might help identify some cards which are too strong and might need changing. And will be a good reference for me to go back to later if I need to. And I have some ideas about where to get started, but I'm not sure about the overall of, exactly what's going to be the thing that I've got to cook, that I've got to make happen. I have a hunch that Tim might stick within his wheelhouse and still play a pirate deck, and I need to be prepared for that, but I also need to be prepared for if he does not. And the place that I want to start, the place that I think is the best place to start, is going to be for Roof Sealers. Roof Sealers is a pretty good card. So I think I'm going to be playing maybe a Blue Crew tempo deck. But I think I go a bit wider. When I built it before, I was like, yeah, this is a Banish archetype. I'm going to play 3 King's Edict. I don't think I need to do that as much. I don't know that I'm going to play all of the Blue Crew cards either. That's some of that deck that I played here. I want to find the Outskirts Watchtower, because that's going to be kind of the core of the deck. And then we just play like a large range of options for them to get. So it'll be like 1 Merchant Markets, 1 King's Edict is probably fine, 1 Void Sign at Midnight is pretty good. I'm going to have the 2 Unexploded Maelstrom. I'm thinking I might end up playing Tyler and Seed of Power. I'm going to play Carrying Deluge. Just because it's good card draw. If I can get the Scry the Stars off consistently, then I can be drawing 5 cards, and you kind of do the draw 5 cards one time, and then you can play Sea Monster pretty easily, which is what I think I'm kind of relying on here. Do have some other options. I really think Featherfinger's Safecracker is underappreciated because what it does is you put your opponent's banished cards into their discard pile to claim treasures. Differently from Ambitious Deckhand, which banishes your own cards to claim treasures. And it can combo a little bit to kind of make that happen. Here's my Seed of Power play set. Don't know if I'm going to need more than 2 Scry the Stars, but it's there. And here's my Tyler play set. I've gone past wherever the Outskirts Watchtower is. I think I will need some amount of Banquet Halls, but probably not all 4. Here it is. So I have a misprint on this card where I put the wrong typing down. Foolish of me. Oh, and I want Leviathan Strike as well. Leviathan Strike's pretty good here. So I'm going to be playing a pretty good amount of event cards. I'm playing 4 Outskirts Watchtower. What's the viability of me playing Self-Banish here? Could be possible. I think I would need to find a few more pieces. We can put our whole little event showcase up over here. think it's possible, but it would just be slower than when I built the first time. That's the unexploded Maelstrom. And I think I would want another way of banishing my own stuff. So we have the Seed of Power combo. Seed of Power combo is how I'm going to be playing the Taela. Which kind of makes sense. But then what else do I want? The other option is I play Herazaya. You play Herazaya. Herazaya says, draw a card your opponent banishes the top 2 cards of their deck. Repeat this effect for every uniquely named structure in your tableau. And I use Dragonskin Galleon to turn my crewmates into more uniquely named structures. Could be good. And then my win con is banish still, but banish opponent. Which I think works fine. That works fine. It means I will want multiple things. I think I want 4 Seer Maiden in that case. Because then when you play the Galleon, you're just picking a differently named crewmate every time. And then in the Rampage step, Herazaya is like, whoa, you have so many structures. Look at all these houses you have. And like that kind of works. So maybe that's the vibe. 4 Sea Maiden. Which means I need to find the rest of my galleons. I can also play an amount of Tideskipper, maybe 1 Tideskipper. Because Tideskipper discarding Taela to turn up a Seed of Power still works. Maybe 2 Tideskippers. And I'm drawing a lot of cards too. Do I just play lots of structures in that case? Because I can just play Dread Omen Singer and draw lots of cards. I'll get the Tideskippers out in case I change my mind. Should be fine. There's more Dread Omen Singers. There's the 4th one. I don't think I need a Skeletal Salvage on the events. I have every other event handy. I didn't find more galleons. Where's my galleons? I also need Landlocked Prisoners because I'm not going to be hitting Eternal Greed. I think I want like 2 galleons. I think I want as many galleons as there is unique crewmates in the deck. I think that works fine. So I need 3. Because the other thing is that I'm trying to activate my tableau with Scry of the Stars. So this should work fine. Oh, and then I can play Spire of Exile. I can just play like a bunch of one-offs actually. Just for getting the assembling the gauntlet. Maybe that's the vibe. Play Forge, play Spire, play Moat. Moat's not terrible here. I don't know that I need more than 1. Play Wizard's Colonnade. I'm just like collecting the set, I guess. I don't have a Clifftop Prison. I don't have a Stonegate. I don't have a Seaside Barracks. I don't have a Trebuchet. So maybe that's the play. We're just trying to have as many uniquely named structures as possible. That seems fine. It does, however, mean I'm going to cut some things. I'm going to need to cut some things. having space for the events. I think I like the galleys, but I want less crewmates is maybe the thing. Maybe we cut 2 Sea Maiden. Yeah, this is tough. Because then that gives me these. And I get 2 events that are not King's Edict. Like that seems mid. That's 2 Scry the Stars, and I'm still not playing a Sea Monster yet. That's cooked. Might cut 1 more Sea Maiden, and that fits Thomas. I think is fine because Thomas Daring is required to eat sea monsters. Still banishes cards. And then once we cut Dread Omen Singers, what do we cut? I think 2 Scry the Stars is fine. I think I want at least 1 Maelstrom. I'm also not playing Void Sign at midnight. Like, I kind of need that. I think that's fine. I don't need Merchant Markets. I can probably get rid of Leviathan Strike. That's fine. Annoyingly, this card's really good. But it doesn't quite do what I want. So I need to find space for 3 cards. I think I cut 2 Outskirts Watchtower. In that case, I cut 1 Dread Omen Singer. This is such a pile. This is such a pile. Alright, let's try and play it. The goal is to Herazaya, draw 5 cards and banish 10 cards out of your deck. I think that just wins the game. See how we go, solitaring. I have low confidence. I have low confidence. I might need to just cut some additional structures for a bit more consistency. I'm playing very little interaction, which is probably not good. But we'll see. See how we go. Alright. Opening hand. We've got Rift Sealers, Tide Skipper, Rift Sealers, Clear Moat, Wizard's Colonnade, King's Edict, Seed of Power. That's not terrible. I think we mulligan some cards. I keep the Rift Sealers. I keep both Rift Sealers probably. I'm happy to bin the Tide Skipper. I don't need King's Edict in my hand. And maybe I keep like this. Maybe I just only keep 1 Rift Sealers. I don't think I need both. And I draw 4. That's not too bad. I hit my Tailor, which I can Tide Skipper, which means turn 3 I kind of start. Going crazy. But I want to be going first with this deck for sure. I want to be going first. Okay, so then I think the first thing we're doing is we could open Seaside Barracks. I think that works fine. I think we play it face down. Pass to my opponent, they pass back to me. He goes to my construction step. I have 1 free construction point. Whoops, spend it on this. I then draw a card. That's Void Sign at midnight. Really a thing that I want. I'm going to play Seed of Power face down with 3. And then say go. It then comes back to me. I have a free construction point, which I'll use on the Seaside Barracks. We reveal the top card. It's not a crewmate. And it comes to my draw step. I draw that card. And then go to my main phase. I play the Tide Skipper. I'm going to discard the Void Sign at midnight, unfortunately. We're then going to discard Taylor to the Tideskipper. Taylor's ability activates. Seat of Power gets turned face up. And I draw 3 cards because Seat of Power becomes damaged. I also claim a treasure. So we're at 1 treasure with this. Yeah, 1 treasure. And then the barracks activates and we hit a structure again. Pass to my opponent. And then now what, right? It comes back to me. This turn, I now need to set up to win next turn. So I'm looking for a turn 5 win, I think. And the way to do that is I need to get my sea monster into play. Which means I need merchant markets. I can't do it without merchant markets right now. So it's a little awkward, but I think that's fine. I think I can just go like this. I discard 3. Seed Power gets me a treasure, we go to 2. Seed Power sends orders to all structures. The Tideskipper activates, and I discard Rift Sealers. Rift Sealers goes and gets Scry the Stars. Scry the Stars goes and gets Seed of Power face down with 5. This is banished. This is discarded. This heals. And then Seaside Barracks will look for a crewmate. I have 3 Seed of Power in play and 2 treasures. I'll probably take the... Wait, is that the right choice? I think actually Seed of Power is not the right choice. Right? Yeah, I have 2 cards in hand. I think actually the correct choice is something that costs 1. I think actually Banquet Halls is the correct choice here. Banquet Halls comes in 3. Because that's going to give me 2 treasures in my construction step, and then if I are able to do something that generates me an extra treasure in my main phase, I do win. So I think that's maybe the way to go. Okay, so I go construction step. I discard 2 cards to make 2 more construction points. I spend them. That turns Banquet Halls face up. Banquet Halls removes all the damage from Seed of Power. Both Seed of Powers will get me a treasure each. That'd be 4 cards. And then Seaside Barracks reveals the top card. It's not a crewmate. And then I get to draw 3 cards. Now on 6. There is a line where I don't think so. I would need my exact 3 cards would have need to have been Tideskipper, Rift Sealers, and then Tyler. I think I don't have. I instead have King's Edict, which is a little awkward. Because then the line is I play Tideskipper. I probably need a 4th card actually. Tideskipper activates Rift Sealers. Rift Sealers scries the stars, plays a card face down. Or in this case, Unexplored Maelstrom is also fine. And then Tideskipper would discard Tyler to turn up the Seed of Power. So maybe it didn't quite get there. But I think if I get to play Herazaya, I kind of win on the spot if I've got 6 uniquely named structures. So maybe that's just the goal. Maybe I should just be trying to ramp. Just trying to focus on ramping harder. Maybe I should be playing 4 Wizards Colonnade. Maybe that's the vibe. Alright, we'll run one more hand. We'll see how we go. I think this is maybe the start of something good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I really want to cut King's Edict. This isn't so bad. we always put all the events back into the deck. I think Cleft Up Prison can also get back into the deck. And then we'll just roll 3. So this is pretty good. I would like it more if I drew a Time Skipper. I think that's fine. So I go first. And then in so doing, I place Seat of Power face down with 3. Pass. Comes back to me. I have some construction points. I'm not going to spend them. I draw a card. I'm going to play Dragonskin Galleon. I discard Seer Maiden to pay the cost, and then I draw a card from its effect. Pass to my opponent. Oh, and I have done that wrong, haven't I? What I'm actually supposed to do, let's rewind that a little bit. Just on top of my deck. What I actually do is I play Taylor face down. Because when I play Dragonskin Galleon can send orders to Tyler by making her a structure. Tyler can't send orders to Dragonskin Galleon. My goal is to get 3 structures and this turn face up as soon as possible. I've just like lost my whole turn before. But let's say that's just what happened. I drew a card. So it comes back to me, it goes to my construction step. It's just better if I wait, I think. Unless if I can literally make a C1 side this turn, I think it's better if I just wait and get the treasure. So what I'm going to do is I go draw step. I'm going to go main phase. And I'm just going to play a structure. Because there's a line where if I have to turn Tyler face up. Tyler turns the Seat of Power face up. And in my construction step, I'm not getting treasure. But then in my main phase, I'm getting treasure. I think it's better to wait and then like do 2 next time. Because then these things can't be meddled with. But this is fine. Actually, I think I played Dread. I'm missing a face down. And then pass. Then it comes back to me. I then spend my 1 for free, Dread Omen Singer, and I use that to draw 3 cards. It gets 3 damage put on it. It sends orders to the Galleon, and I skip. I just think I've messed up the sequencing so bad with this. I think I skip because it's fine. I'm gonna have the 3 structures anyway. I'll discard a card to make it Tyler. That card can be Tom's Daring. Tyler turns up the Seat of Power, and then I draw 3 cards from the Seat of Power. I'm kind of hoping to find my sea monster there because slamming Erizai here is pretty good. I'm then going to play Roof Sealers, I think. I don't really have a way to get. Yeah, in my construction step, I'd have to discard cards to remove the damage from this. And then play. I think I play Reef Sealers. Reef Sealers goes and gets Scry the Stars. I think opening Outskirts Watchtower, then Seat of Power, then like a 3rd structure is maybe the way to go. And then when I play Reef Sealers now to Scry the Stars, I'll get 2 Seat of Power because Outskirts Watchtower will get me another one. And then any Tyler activations after that are like kind of big. I think I'm close. I need to spend some more time tinkering on this. I think making lots of structure could be good. And so I think I just have to go to 4 Wizard Colonnade, play just full ramp, just go as ramp as possible, and then set up to have a 7 treasure turn. Maybe that's the vibe. So I don't know. I'll cook a little bit more, and then we'll see what happens on game night when Tim comes over and we try and battle. So I don't know. Stick around until then. I've been really enjoying doing this series, and if you have too, maybe check out the playlist I'm going to put up on the screen. Check out some of the other Cutlass videos where Tim and I battle off, trying to build stuff, trying to play stuff, and kind of watch this game as it develops into something cool and fun, because we're both enjoying playing it. And you could be too. The game's literally free to download from our Discord. You can get the whole print and play files for free. It's all up there. So, I don't know, check it out.